Hi folks, this is X Machina here in the EU server of BDO, coming at you guys with a builder guide on how to build walls and defenses on the Rift. It's pretty easy and it'll get you to round 25 pretty easily as well. It's no hassle and it's quite fun. I've seen other videos out there that does this as well, kind of setup, and other people do this as well. It's a choke point kind of strategy, where if you're a builder, you start off with 165 points, and what you do is you start with this wall here. Right there, it should be the last blue point nearest to the right wall at the very back. So you face your wall in that direction, because on kind of a horizontal rather than a vertical, because mobs will actually go in this way if you don't block it off, and they will go to the right and they will breach right through it. So that stops that from breaching. Next, you kind of want to do a kind of a U formation after you've placed your first wall. Kind of do a U formation with one wall as a U and the rest going up this way. And you kind of end all the way here by the lake where I'm pointing. So you put one wall here, you make 4 walls, you put one wall and then another about 4 or 5 walls here. And the reason you block off the lake is mobs will run this way and attack this wall here, and they will breach. So your first row formation should block off the lake here. So you start here from the right wall all the way up to the lake, making this U formation. The reason for that U formation is mobs will actually go in this area here. Mobs are actually set to attack the furthest wall from the formation, from the build. So they will go in this general direction and they will attack these 3 walls here. This one, this, and this. So this is your choke point. So what happens is, after your first wall at round 7 to 10 or 7 to 14 and onwards, you start kind of upgrading your wall. So your first wall that you should upgrade is the one at the very back, the one that they're actually gonna attack, which is this one. Then upgrade the one here to the left, and that should be your third one that you upgrade first, and after that it's the rest of the front walls here. You can leave out this side if you don't want to. I would actually reinforce that as well, just in case, but most of the time that I actually do, sorry about that, most of the time that I actually kind of do the builds is they barely go on this side here, this side, because of all of them are actually drawn to the formation, to the kill zone here. And the only time this might get breached is the time when a boss would actually spawn. So around round 10 to plus, you actually start building the rest of your walls behind the first layer of walls that you made. So what I mean by that is, you kind of like, this is your first wall here, and then you start just piling it on right behind it. I would start with the one in the middle first. Always start with this one. Your number 1 wall that you should always kind of barricade up first, or rather put another wall behind it, is the one at the very furthest back, which is this one here. This wall here, and then you start making layers, and then you start doubling right beside it, because if you double right beside it, as you can see here, I have a double right about I have kind of a double here and a double here, and then I start doubling up right behind it. So this is where you should double up. This is your main kill zone area. In this area here, these 3 layers here are the ones that's gonna get attacked and destroyed more rather than the side. Do watch out for mobs that's coming in this direction though. They will attack the wall here at the very left side of the lake. So you need this 2 flamers to keep an eye out on the lake side and kill anything going at this direction. The rest of the flamers, they could actually look at this direction, because all the mobs are actually gonna get packed up in this area, in the kill zone here, which is this is your kill zone. And what happens is they're all gonna pile up here, and the flamers that you have set can easily kill them. As you can see here, there are like 10 flamers in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The first flamer that you should put down always is this one here. Then the second one I would put down is this one here, nearest to the wall. Third one is just one here on the lake, right in the middle. And then after that, you just start filling it up. You can put one. This would be your 4th flamer, then your 5th, just to help out with the killing here, but a kill zone area. And I would put down this as your 6th, this one. And you can leave. Then after that, I would put this as your 7th, because you might need that at maybe round 16, around 18, around round 20. You could probably have around 6 flamers down, depending if your teammates are giving you your points as fast. And after that, I would just put extra points. I would put one there and another one here, and actually put down a Hawacha at round 20. At this point here, this is where you put down your Hawacha. For us, it was destroyed, but you can actually see it here. We kind of placed it in this area here, just beside it. You can put down 2 Hawachas here. The reason is the Hawachas are used for bait, so the mobs will automatically attack them. Some will bypass it, some will attack. Giving these kind of 3 flamethrowers here, or all the flamethrowers, looking at the Hawacha and attacking the bigger packs to slow down the mobs, pretty much. And what else? If you have a striker, as for me, I'm a striker, so I use my main weapon. After round 3 or 4, depending on how good you are or how many points you gathered, you actually you don't use your matchlock at all. You end up using your main weapon, and the reason being is your main weapon has a aggro, a pull. So what happens in round 6, 11, 16, and 21 and 25 is you actually pull the boss. So while you're building at the back, the second you see the boss, you switch to your main weapons and you switch to your awakening weapon. You go over to the boss, you use a spiral cannon first and then into your space. Or rather, you go up, you spiral cannon, or you do your little heal or whatever you need to do, and then just press space. So it'll do like a little slam on the ground, and you can finish off a combination there just to lure him, and then lure him back. You need to lure them back to the rift area. This is where you kind of run around and lure them back while the rest of your teammates are killing the rest of the mobs, while you're actually aggroing the boss. Well, once you have that, you should be good. You're still gonna get points as well from hitting the boss. You still do damage as a striker with your main weapons, or a berserker, or a warrior berserker. and striker, and even the sorcerer has a little kind of pull in your awakenings. Even a Valkyrie, I think, has a pull. I'm not sure about the rest of the classes. Oh, also a wizard witch has a pull. That little pre-awakening pull that they have, the red little ball that you can place on the ground. But you make sure you lure them back at the rift side. Apart from that, that's how you do it, really. You just kind of you just barricade up. Make sure at before round 14, 15 that your first walls have been barricaded and upgraded to iron walls. Round 14 to onwards, your second walls or second layer of walls should be upgraded, and your third walls here in the middle where the U is should be iron. After that, you can just continue on here, fix it up. This area here, you can just fix it up a bit with what you call it, with just a normal kind of with the normal savage wooden walls, just to keep them at bay, just to distract them a bit more if the first and second rows are destroyed, so giving you more time to repair it and fix the hole. And if there is Cyclops that's attacking, if the Cyclops start attacking you, what happens is you shoot them in the face. Alright, make sure as a builder yourself you still keep your matchlock, even the basic one, and you shoot them in the face. Apart from that, that's practically it. So just to recap, it might be a long video. Just to recap, get 175 points. This is where you start your wall building. It's the last point at the very back. There should be like a blue dot here that you can put down. And you end it here by the lake. So you end it here by the lake. This is your first one. At round 7 you can start ironing up your walls. So turn them on to iron walls the first round. Put down your, after that you do your second layer of walls. Make sure you have your 3 layers here first. This is your U formation where the kill zone is, and apart from that, put down your flamers, put down a Hawacha around 20 plus for distraction, and apart from that, just pray that you have a good team to back you up if you're building. So make sure you inform everyone first, by the way, that you need that they should all get green weapons, and then the rest can go to you. Also a cool tip to tell them as well about the flamers: press F5 when you're looking at the flamer and then get in it. The reason being is it shows up the flamer's inventory, and while you're inside you can actually buy your own flamer fuel, and you can refill it while you're inside. So you might want to tell that to your teammates if they're there. Apart from that, I hope you enjoyed the video, and comment down below if you'd like to see more. I will do another video whenever I can, probably in the next few days, to actually showcase it in live action. So apart from that, this is Naresh, Ex Machina, signing off. Have a good one, boys and girls.